about King John is that I always feel listened to in things like the student voice, where we get to share our ideas and we get to see the results of all our hard work and all of our ideas being communicated. And they're always rewarding their students for their hard work and commending that great behaviour, and it just creates a lovely environment for the students and the teachers.
For starters, I was part of the school production, and that was, an amazing opportunity to make new friends. As well as this, I was a literacy leader, and that was great for my own development. And finally, I've worked on open days, and also I was part of the transition team, and it was really, really nice to educate younger students. And there's just so much to get involved in.
There's so much support. One of my favourites is probably the peer active listeners. These are trained listeners that are in year 10. You have the opportunity to become a listener, but it also sometimes makes it easier to talk to a student who's going through the same things, who can relate more. You also have a student support officer. You get this assigned to your year group, and they stay with you throughout your whole King John journey. You can go to them for any worry. We also have safe spaces to calm down if things get overwhelming. You have your head of year and assistant head of year who you can go to throughout for any concerns that you might have. And finally, you've got your tutors, and these are great people to go and talk to. But there's just so much support at King John.
I think there's something for everyone at the King John School, whether you're sporty, musical or academic. Take me, for example. I continued my rugby when I came to King John, but I'd never done musicals or singing before. And even if you need some support, there's many pathways open to help you succeed. I think what you put in is what you get out.
As a student of the King John School, I feel as if my interests are supported immensely. As a golfer who plays for the England under-18 girls squad and the Essex squad is amazing for me because I'm able to shape my future the way I want to. Additionally, as a keen sports person, I feel like being in the hockey and netball team, which is supported by the PE teachers, is great, not just for me, but for also my other students around me. So if you're worried about your interests going unnoticed, don't worry, because the King John School try and endeavour the best they possibly can.
The Anti-Bullying Ambassadors is a foundation that was set up in the memory of Princess Diana. There's 27,000 trained anti-bullying ambassadors across the country, and 15 are in our school. There are 4 badges that the school can work towards, and currently we have 2, and we're looking to get 2 more. We strongly encourage that everyone coming into the school and everyone currently in the school try and take part or get involved in this scheme as well as they can.
I'm Mrs Jones, and I lead Student Voice at the King John School. Student Voice is really driven by the students at King John. We have 90 members in the executive committee who are really our driving force, who help and support with the different things that the students in the school want. We meet every 2 weeks, as I said, and there's been a lot of projects this year that they've led and been quite successful at, and we've done a lot of changes. We've made a lot of changes in the school, which have been great because we've been able to reach more members of the school, or all the members of the school. The first big change that we made was the environmental project, and that was about putting in more recycle bins around the school, and that's actually been led by the students, which has been amazing. Another thing that we do now is we email out all the information from our Student Voice meetings with our executive committee. There's 90 students in this executive committee, so these meetings are really quite important. They come to the meetings with suggestions from the rest of the students in the school. And what has actually supported that is the "we said, you said, we did", which is what the students have asked for, what the students have suggested, and then the teachers and the staff of the school have basically done, and you'll see a lot of "you said, we did" posters around the school. The other thing that they are very passionate about is politics and voting, and so what we did this year is they voted in the youth parliament. We did some Black History Month assemblies, which were great. The Student Voice are very good with charities as well, during Easter, December, Valentine's, Christmas, all of those charities, so they are a real driving force with that charity work. A new thing that we've added is the Student Voice booth, which is around every lunchtime. So if students want to or wish to, they can always make their suggestions and put their suggestions in that in that little box, which is the student voice box or booth. The biggest change, or the biggest thing that the students have done this year, is meeting with shareholders in the school, so the governors, the canteen staff, the deputies, and just basically having their voice heard and having their suggestions heard. So for Student Voice, as I said, we have this executive committee member, but they actually are driving force with the suggestions from all the other students in the school, and they have just been amazing. So that's everything that you need to know about Student Voice.